That man, that young man, I forgive him. As a follower of Jesus, you are called, commissioned, and commanded to forgive whomever has hurt you, regardless of what it is they've done. Unforgiveness takes root when we are more loyal to our trauma than to the truth. And so if you have unforgiveness, you need to hear me in love when I tell you that you are clinging tighter to pain than the peace that God promises you. And yes, it's normal to feel some type of way when you've been wronged, okay? God isn't asking you to pretend that that didn't hurt. The danger is when we let those feelings become our identity. Because what happens is when you replay the wound, when you rehearse the offense, you're not just marinating in hurt, you are actually coming into agreement with torment. And this is why Jesus says so clearly in Matthew 18 that the servant who refused to forgive was handed over to tormentors. You see, Jesus is insistent on us forgiving as we have been forgiven, not only because it is a model of love and fruit, but because unforgiveness cracks open a window and the enemy will crawl through that window like the thief he is every single time. Forgiveness seals that window and it closes you off to torment. And no, it doesn't make what happened to you okay. It doesn't excuse the wrong or pretend that the thing never happened. It just means that you are not the judge, but that Jesus is. And so you are stepping out of the prison cell of offense and into the freedom of he who has been forgiven much, loves much. The good news is that you're not commissioned to forgive in your sheer willpower. It's not about doing more or trying harder. It's about surrendering, because the same spirit that raised Christ from the dead actually does live inside of you, and he empowers you to release what your flesh literally cannot. So you see, forgiveness is not a feeling, it is a decision of faith. And when you do forgive, you're not saying they win, you're saying I win, because he won, Jesus won. And I will not be defined by what hurt me. I will be defined by who healed me. So I'm not sitting here pleading a case that you need to do this on your own, because you can't do it on your own. Where the flesh is weak, the spirit is always willing. So you need the Holy Spirit to do this, okay? Take communion in remembrance of him and what he did for you on that cross whenever your feelings are hurt. Live from the offense instead of the offense, because forgiveness is not weakness, it is warfare. And when you forgive, you let that tormentor, you let that devil know that you refuse to carry this into your destiny. Because forgiveness is not about letting the person who hurt you off the hook. It's about tearing the hook out of your own soul.